Recently, the workload had increased on the main line. Most of the engines were able to handle it, although they were tired. However, one engine was not able to handle it. This was Henry. The poor engine was having trouble building up steam. This was the case one early morning at the sheds. Honestly, I don't believe I have to cover another one of your trains again! I'm sorry, James. I want to work, but my system doesn't allow it. I highly doubt that. You're just doing it for attention. I suffer dreadfully and no one cares. Rubbish, Henry. You don't work hard enough. Later, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Henry. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, sir. I see you're struggling to build up steam. Yes, sir, I am. Henry, I hate to tell you this, but you're too expensive. I've given you new parts and a fresh coat of paint. Nothing seems to be working. I'm sorry, sir. I do want to work. However, it seems I can't be fixed. Don't say that, Henry. I do have faith in you, which is why I'll be riding in your cab. I want to see if I can find out what's going on. Okay, sir. I do hope you find something. I hope so too, Henry. Henry went over to the station to take his train. He set off on time. However, he was worried he wouldn't perform well. Henry struggled along the way. However, by the time he arrived at Wellsworth, he felt dreadful.
Oh my goodness, Henry. Are you all right?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm feeling rather ill.
Oh, that's not good. I'd like to take charge of the train. However, I don't think I could do it. That sounds like James. Excuse me, James?
What do you want, Edward? James, we need your help. Henry can't take this passenger train, and Edward won't be able to either, so you'll have to take it. What? I've already had to cover for him. Those coaches weren't even full of passengers. They were meant to be taken to Crovensgate Works. Henry could have managed that on his own. James, we require your assistance for this. Please quit the arguing and get turned around. Ugh, can't believe I have to be Henry's relief engine every 5 seconds. James got turned around and took the train onwards. Sir Topham Hatt went to talk to Henry, who was in a siding. I just want to work. I understand. Have you two found anything? Well, we have, sir. It's the coal. The coal? What's wrong with it? Well, we have had a poor lot recently. Plus, Henry's firebox is smaller. It can't make the heat like the other engines can. So what are you proposing? We were thinking Welsh coal, maybe? Welsh coal? That's rather expensive. And to buy it for Henry to use alone, it doesn't seem like a good choice economically. Just think how Henry could benefit from it. Okay, I'll make the arrangements. We'll get Henry some Welsh coal. That sounds good, sir. I just hope it's worth the cost, Henry. In the evening, the engines were discussing this in the sheds.
That's great, Henry. You'll finally get better.
I must say, if this coal does work, it'll be nice to see what you can truly do. Yeah, I hope it does something too. I'm sick of being your relief engine.
Oh, stop bullying him, James.
James, you need to quit this bullying of Henry and get some sleep, especially seeing as you'll be up early tomorrow. Why? I've been able to order a supply of Welsh coal. You'll be sent to collect it. Why me? You'll need to be up early in order to collect it. Ugh, this isn't fair. It doesn't matter if it's fair. I'm the controller of the railway and I give the orders. You do as you're told. Do I make myself clear? I'll take that as a yes. Anyways, that'll be all, engines. Good night. Sir Topham Hatt left the sheds, and the engines went to sleep. James woke up early the next morning and went to Vickerstown to see a long line of coal wagons. So this is the famous Welsh coal. Doesn't look like anything special. Looks can be deceiving, James. Maybe this special coal will help Henry. James got turned around and took the coal to Tidmouth. The next day, Henry was excited to see the special coal. Thank you for getting my special coal, James. Never mind him, Henry. Today's a day to be excited. I suppose you're right, driver. Henry's driver put the coal into Henry's firebox. Oh, that tastes rather different. The taste might be different, but we'll have a roaring fire just when we want it. Henry had gone over to the station to take his first train of the day. How are you, Henry? I feel great, sir. This is the best I've ever felt. Good to hear, although no record breaking. Don't push him too hard. Henry won't need pushing, sir. I'll have to hold him back. Henry set off with his train. He felt marvelous as he flew along the line. He continued on to Vickerstown. When he returned to Tidmouth, Alice was preparing to leave with her train. Hello, Alice. Hello, Henry. You seem to be in a good mood. I am. That special coal really worked. I'm glad to hear that. I've never felt this good before. Maybe this means you'll be given more jobs. Oh, I do hope so. Anyways, I'd best be off. See you later, Henry. Alice left with her train, and Henry went to go fill up on more coal and water. In the evening, Sir Topham Hatt addressed the engines. Good evening, engines. I've come with some good news. Some good news, sir? Yes, Charles. See, Henry performed well today. It seems that special coal really was worth the purchase. Therefore, I've decided there will be a roster change. Starting tomorrow, Henry will handle regular passenger trains to Barrow. What? But that's my job! If Henry does that work, then that means... You'll handle more of Henry's work. That includes stopping freight trains and local passenger trains. You can't be serious, sir. I am serious, James. After all, you are a mixed traffic engine, aren't you? Well, yes, but... Then there shouldn't be an issue. Honestly, James, I'm getting tired of this back chat from you. Anyways, you'd all best get some sleep. Tomorrow will be a very busy day. The engines one by one went to sleep. The next morning, James watched Henry fill up on his special coal. You know, I find it a shame. Find what a shame? That you need special coal to feel better. Proper engines don't rely on some high-quality coal. Bear in mind, we're in a recession. We can't just be spending money solely for you. This coal is helping me through my struggles, James. I bet you're just faking this. Are you jealous, James? Jealous? Jealous of what? A hybrid engine who turned out to be a failure? Of course I'm not jealous. At least I can rely on regular coal. You take that back. No, I don't think I will. James left to go and take his next train. Unbeknownst to the two, Percy had heard everything. He brought this up with Charles in the roundhouse. Despite what he says, I say that James is jealous.
That's what I was thinking.
He shouldn't treat Henry like that. Just because Henry's luck has finally turned around, James feels jealous of that. Plus, James isn't on regular passenger services, and he's been demoted to slow goods and stopping passenger trains.
I suppose you're right, Charles.
I think we should speak to Sir Topham Hatt. I don't want this to spiral out of control.
I agree.
Percy!
Coming, Gordon! Anyways, I'll talk to you later, Charles.
Percy went to go and collect Gordon's coaches. At Knapford, Henry was waiting on Thomas. Just then, he heard his whistle, and Thomas came into view. Where have you been, lazy bones? I can't wait for dawdling tank engines like you. Very funny, Henry. I see your special code is working out well. Yes, it is. I've never felt better. Although James hasn't taken too kindly to this. How do you mean? If looks could kill, everything here, including us, would be destroyed. You're right there. Anyways, I'm clear to leave. See you later, Thomas. Henry left the station with his train. Meanwhile, James was furious. He hated freight trains. It didn't make it better that it was a slow freight. He arrived at Tidmouth, where Percy was waiting to speak with him.
Ah, James, there you are. Thanks for bringing in this freight train.
Whatever.
Look, James, I overheard what you said to Henry. I think you're jealous.
Jealous? Of him? I'm not.
You could deny it all you want, James, but you're still jealous.
I'm not.
Hang on a minute. Is this snow?
I think it is.
It's only November. This is pretty early.
Ugh, this makes everything worse. If the snowfall increases, it means more work for the rest of us.
I think it's nice.
Ugh, of course you do. I'm going to the roundhouse. James uncoupled from his train, and he went over to the sheds. In the evening, all the engines were asleep. However... Wake up, James. What? We have to take the evening goods. Remember, Geoffrey is in for repairs. You're kidding me, right? I'm not. Now, we have to take the train. Ugh, how unfortunate. James arrived at Vickerstown, where the yardmaster was waiting. Alright, hold on. Weren't there supposed to be more wagons? Ugh, I don't know. Can I just go to sleep now? Oh, yes. Go ahead. Later, early in the morning, Henry's driver and fireman came to get him ready. Come on, Henry. It's time to take the flying kipper. Don't tell Gordon, but I think if we pull the kipper nicely, Sir Topham Hatt will let us pull the express. That special coal you've been using has been working out well for you. Oh, that'll certainly be nice. All kinds of ships use the harbor by Tidmouth. There are passenger ships, cargo ships, and even fishing boats come here. The fish is unloaded onto the quay. Some of it goes to shops in the town. The rest of it is put on a train and taken to places far, far away. This is the train the railwaymen call the Flying Kipper. Henry waited for the men to finish loading the fish into the vans. Soon, the train was ready to leave. James! James! What's wrong? It's Henry. Has he failed? Guess that special call wasn't all that it was. No, James. He's had an accident. Is he alright? It was said to be pretty bad. Just take the breakdown crane quickly. Okay, sir. When James arrived at the crash site, the sun had begun to rise. It was here that he could see the full extent of the crash. Henry lay on his side, badly damaged. Henry, are you... I'm not so sure. I feel sore, but I don't know how this could have happened. Henry, I'm so sorry I haven't been here sooner. I don't understand, sir. The signal was down. It wasn't your fault, Henry. Ice and snow caused the accident. Although I wonder who left their trucks in the middle of the line. It was me, sir. What? I guess when I was pulling the midnight goods, they had uncoupled. I was rather rough when I buffered up, so... James, I am very disappointed in you. Until further notice you will be on goods work. Understood? Yes, sir. As for you, Henry, we can't fix you here. We'll make arrangements for you to go to Crewe. Hopefully they can fix you up there. Yes, sir. Sir Topham Hatt walked away. Eventually, the accident had been cleared up. In the evening, all the engines were there, except Henry, Geoffrey, and James. Where's James? He's sleeping at Wellsworth with Edward. Quite frankly, I don't care. He knows exactly what he did.
Gordon, it was an accident.
I highly doubt that. That's enough. Listen, what's happened happened. James bumped the wagons too hard, that's true. However, what you must remember is that these wagons were old enough as it is. Besides, ice and snow forced the signal down, so no matter what happened, the accident could have happened either way. You're right, Charles. Anyways, I think for now, we should all get some rest. The engines all went to sleep. However, none of them slept well. Meanwhile, at Wellsworth, James sat in the sheds, feeling nothing but guilt.